In this video, I'm going to show you how TFTP server works. So whenever you're doing an IP phone deployment, the TFTP server is used to push the configuration to the IP phone. That's what it's best known for. It's also used a lot for doing an iOS image backup, as well as backup of startup configuration. FTP and TFTP are similar, but FTP is more known as a file transfer protocol for downloading files from the internet or from a private network. There are some differences between them as well. TFTP is UDP based, so it's a lot faster, while FTP is TCP based, so it has flow control and sequence numbers. So there's a lot of protocol delay with FTP that you don't have with TFTP server. The other difference is security. FTP provides username and password authentication, whereas TFTP server does not. The other difference is FTP uses a control channel and a data channel. The data channel is 20 and the control channel is 21. And TFTP is just a single channel. So what I'm going to do in this lab is back up the iOS image in R1 to the TFTP server, and also the startup configuration on R1. So we'll go to R1 here. I'll just do the command show flash. So this is the system directory here. I've got the system image C2900 Universal K9, and that's the bin file, so that's the Cisco iOS software. That's what I'm going to back up. So this is the command, copy flash to TFTP. So flash is the source and TFTP is the destination. So for the source file name, I'm just going to select this file name here. Just do a copy and a paste. That's the name of the iOS image. I want to do a backup to the TFTP server. And the address and name of the remote host. So the TFTP server is 192.168.3.1. And the destination file name. This is the file name that's going to be stored on the TFTP server. I could use the same file name that's local. However, I want something that's descriptive instead, so I can distinguish between different files. So I'll just use R1 iOS, where I could add a date as well and some other things. So this is what I'll call the file name. Now it's doing the copy from R1 to the TFTP server. These are the number of bytes copied, and 4 seconds was the transfer time. Now if we go to the TFTP server, and I'll select TFTP, and there's the file there. Now I want to back up the startup configuration from R1 to the TFTP server. First thing I want to do is a directory of NVRAM. NVRAM is where the startup configuration is stored. And there it is there, startup config. Not a very big file. 676 bytes total. The command is copy startup config to TFTP. Now address of remote host, that's the IP address of the TFTP server. There it is, 192.168.3.1. And the destination file name, it's suggesting R1 config. So I'll do R1 startup config. And there it is, fast. 758 bytes copied. And I'll go to the TFTP server and verify it's there. And there it is, R1 startup config. And that concludes the video.